Donald and Douglas are Scottish twin engines. They're practical, peppery, and proud. They nearly always work together. One day, Donald and Douglas were chuffing through the countryside, hauling a heavy load. Down the line, Trevor the traction engine had been struggling with a big cartload of hay. Crossing the tracks, the cart's wheels had broken off. Then Trevor heard a whistle. "Oh no!" Trevor cried. Donald could see the cart. "Stop!" he cried. Donald's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt. "Stop being pushy," Donald snapped. "Don't call me pushy," Douglas snapped back. "You shouldn't have pushed me into the cart," huffed Donald. "You pulled me, you mean," argued Douglas. "Didn't. Did. Did not. Did too." Before long, the track was cleared, and Donald and Douglas were on their way. The twins were so cross they refused to speak to each other for the rest of the day. The next day, Sir Topham Hatt needed an engine to help Duck at the smelter's yards. "May I go, sir?" said Donald eagerly. "I only need one engine," said Sir Topham Hatt, "not two." "I am only one engine, sir," said Donald, "and I would like to work with Duck." Sir Topham Hatt was surprised, but agreed. Thomas was worried. "Won't you miss one another?" he asked. "I know I'd miss Annie and Clarabelle. I'll work better on my own," sniffed Douglas. "I have work to do," huffed Donald. At first, Donald enjoyed working with Duck. Then things started to go wrong. "Did you shunt those freight cars onto the other line?" Donald asked. "You said you wanted them on the other line," Duck replied. "Not that other line, the other line." Donald was cross. Douglas would have known what I meant. He huffed. Douglas was working on his own. He chuffed dutifully through the beautiful countryside. But Douglas had no one to share it with. Although he tried not to, he was beginning to miss his twin. That night, Douglas's driver took him to visit Donald. "I was just passing," said Douglas. "Have you come to say you're sorry?" Donald sniffed. This made Douglas very cross. "I've nothing to be sorry for," he said, and steamed away in a huff. The next day, Donald was in a bad mood. Duck could see he was getting too close to the buffers. "Look out!" Duck shouted, but it was too late. Donald's driver was very cross. "This wouldn't have happened if you were working with Douglas," he said. Donald knew he was right, and Duck knew he couldn't pull Donald back onto the rails. So he went for help. Douglas was sadly finishing his work as Duck steamed into the depot. "Donald is in trouble," said Duck. "Donald in trouble," Douglas cried. "I'm on my way." And he steamed off as fast as he could. Douglas struggled and struggled. He finally pulled his twin gently back onto the tracks. He was relieved Donald wasn't hurt. "Thank you," Donald said, "and I'm sorry." "No, I'm sorry," said Douglas. "I'm sorry," insisted Donald. "Don't argue about who's sorry," chuckled Duck. "Just be glad you're back together." And they were.
Henry spots trouble. lived on the island of Sodor for many years. He is a big, strong green engine, and really useful too. But he's also a bit of a worrier.
Hello, Henry. I'm taking Stephen and Bridget out in Winston for the day.
Oh,
They've both been stuck at home recently, not very well. They caught chicken pox.
chicken pox?
That's why they have all those spots on their faces.
Spots?
See you later, Henry.
Oh, goodbye, sir. Oh,
Henry didn't know what chicken pox were, but he didn't like the sound of them, and he wondered whether engines could catch chicken pox too.
Stephen, Bridget, stop scratching.
Sorry, Grandfather. They're itching.
easy, that's it, sir. Itchy, scratchy, chicken pox. I'm stuck.
Oh, Thomas, you're all spotty.
Don't worry, Butch. It's only a bit of mud. I can have a wash after I've delivered these chickens.
Henry made his way to Wellsworth Station, but he couldn't stop thinking about chicken pox.
Henry, what's the matter?
Oh, Emily, I saw Sir Topham Hatt's grandchildren, and they're all spotty because they have chicken pox.
So?
So now, I'm probably gonna get chicken pox too.
I don't think engines can get chicken pox, Henry. You worry too much.
Hello, Henry.
Spots and chickens. Emily was. Engines do get chicken pox. Hello, Diesel. How are you today? Whoops. Sorry, Paxton. I've got to go.
Henry was taking his passengers along the main line.
Oh, hello, Henry. How are you? More spots! Chicken pox!
Chicken pox? Henry raced away from poor old Paxton as fast as his wheels would carry him, bouncing his passengers about like peas in a frying pan. Kelsthorpe Road Station was being repainted when there was a little accident with a tin of paint.
Indignity.
What's going on backwards? Chicken pox are scarier than what happened to your spots?
Spots? Oh, I've been to the wash stand. I had mud on my face.
And my face is covered in paint.
Paint? Mud? But I thought you both had chicken pox.
Chicken pox? Engines don't get chicken pox.
Oh, even chickens don't get chicken pox.
That's right. Only people get chicken pox. Even for people, chicken pox is nothing to be scared of, Henry. Most people get it when they're young and get better very quickly. I had it when I was a child, and look at me now. A strapping fellow, a picture of robust good health. Watch. 1, 2... Oh.
Oh, the indignity.
After that, Henry stopped worrying about chicken pox and got back to work again. He was glad to get back to being a really useful engine. He even said hello to some chickens.
Hello, Henry. Hello, Paxton. Sorry for racing away from you the other day. I thought you had chicken pox, and I was worried I might get it too. Well, Stevens can't get chicken pox. I know that now, Paxton. What? Maybe Diesels can get measles. Measles? I'm joking, Henry. Oh, yes. So am I.
Last train for Christmas. It was Christmas Eve, and people were still hurrying home to their families on the island of Sodor.
Not more snow. I just cleared the whole branch line.
At least we won't have to wear our snowplows tomorrow.
That's right. We can all stay in our nice warm sheds.
What are you two talking about?
Tomorrow is Christmas, silly. And there are no trains running all day.
Great. I like keeping warm.
Connor was on the mainland, collecting passengers for Sodor. But there were too many people, and his coaches were full.
Oh, no! The train's going without us.
Don't worry, little boy. I'll be back. I promise. There's still one more train before Christmas.
It was already late by the time Connor reached Knapford Station.
Sir, if I can get some more coaches, then I can make one more run to the mainland and back, and everyone will be home for Christmas.
You'll have to be quick, Connor. More heavy snow is on the way.
Don't you worry, sir. I'm a very fast engine. Coaches, coaches, coaches. Where can I find some extra coaches?
Take off!
Who said that?
Take off if you want to be fast!
Sounds like the slip coaches to me. You can uncouple the slip coaches on the move and let them roll into the stations, so you won't have to stop. Perfect. I'll be faster than ever if I don't have to stop.
Connor hurried back across the island, pulling the slip coaches. But the snow was getting heavier. And the snow was the trouble. The engines were struggling to keep the track clear. And Paxton had managed to get stuck. That was when Sir Topham Hatt decided to make an announcement.
The snow is too heavy. The main line is blocked. I'm afraid we won't be able to run any more trains tonight.
But what about Connor, sir? And the passengers waiting on the mainland? What about the last train?
It looks like the last train will have to be canceled, Thomas.
Diesel is right. We can't risk having passengers stranded in the snow.
But the snow is stopping. We can clear the tracks. We just have to get plowing.
It's too late, Thomas. It's already dark. The stations will be closing.
Diesel is right, Thomas. It's dark and it's late.
But what about all those people trying to get home for Christmas?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Thomas is right. You must all work together and clear the snow to help Connor and the last train for Christmas.
Yes, sir!
There was a lot of snow on the line. The engines had to work hard to make sure as many tracks as possible were cleared for the last train. Thomas and Percy were clearing the track up to Wellsworth.
Look, Thomas. Do you think it's... Harold! That's Harold, the helicopter! He's out searching for anyone stuck in the snow. Oh.
Edward and Henry cleared the track beyond Marron. But the snow was deepest out near Vickerstown, and Emily was running out of steam.
Whoa, dear! I've never seen snow so deep! Oh.
She couldn't clear the track to the mainland.
Diesel was right. The last train will have to be canceled. Whoa, what's that? It's Hero!
Hero had been plowing from the other direction. And now the line was clear for Connor's last train.
Thank you!
Is that who I think it is?
Who? What?
Oh, sorry. It's Harold the helicopter, actually.
Connor released the first slip coach at Kelsthorpe Road Station. He released a second slip coach at Marron. Thomas had just finished clearing the line at Wellsworth Station when Connor raced through and released the last slip coach. But it didn't stop. Connor had uncoupled it too close to the station.
fizzling fireboxes. The passengers will be stranded in the snow.
Luckily, Thomas was there to bring the coach and the passengers back into the station.
Thank you, Connor. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you too, little boy.
You have done a great job tonight, Connor.
Thank you, sir. But I couldn't have made it without my friends.
Yes, of course. It is thanks to all of you that the last passengers got back to Sodor in time for Christmas. Merry Christmas, engines. Merry Christmas and good night.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Good night.
Merry Christmas, Harold!
Merry Christmas.
Chucklesome Trucks.
Good evening, team. Now, I need a volunteer for a very special job tomorrow.
Oh, choose me, sir. I haven't pulled a special in ages.
Obviously, I'm the best engine for the job, whatever it is, sir.
Pick me, sir. Pick me.
I need an engine to pull some trucks across the island to Vickerstown.
Trucks, sir?
Troublesome Trucks?
No, thank you.
Ah, Rebecca, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad there's an engine like you working on my railway.
I remember the first time I pulled the Troublesome Trucks, Rebecca. They pushed me down Gordon's Hill, shouting, on! I almost came off the rails. Let's not forget the time you let the Troublesome Trucks run away with you, James. And pushed you into some tar tankers.
Don't remind me. But since we're all remembering, how about the time the Troublesome Trucks pushed Percy into the sea?
These trucks sound much more troublesome than the trucks where I come from.
Indeed, Nia, they are troublesome. Rebecca, tender engines like us are not meant to pull trucks.
You need to be careful, Rebecca.
No, don't worry. I won't let a few trucks bother me. Night, everyone.
We were all worried about Rebecca taking the Troublesome Trucks.
Hold back! Hold back! Hold back!
But Rebecca didn't seem worried at all.
Aren't you worried about taking the Troublesome Trucks, Rebecca?
Oh, no, Emily. I'm looking forward to the adventure.
All the other engines seem to have a funny or exciting story involving the trucks. I wonder what mine will be.
Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. We'll give her a
Oh, dear. Poor Rebecca. Having trouble already?
Oh, careful there, James!
Not again.
Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. We'll give her
You trucks are very lively.
Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along. We'll give her
Poor Rebecca.
Becca's pulling us along. Becca's pulling us along.
Becca's pulling us along. Go on, give me a
I don't believe it. She's joining in.
You missed your signal, Thomas! Toodaloo!
Oh no! Now I'm running late. Oh no! The trucks are going to push Rebecca off the line.
Look out, Rebecca! Careful!
Huh? Not again.
I love pulling trucks along. I love pulling trucks along. I love pulling trucks along. They're lots of fun! See you guys! Look forward to working with you again soon!
What just happened?
Hi, Percy! Oh, that looks like fun! Hi, Thomas! Hello, Seth! Hello, James! Oh, that looks refreshing!
Oh, I don't know what's got into you today, but every single one of you has been in some sort of trouble. All of you, except...
Slow it down!
Huh?
I'm slowing down!
Rebecca!
Yay, me!
Percy's lucky day. One morning, Percy was at Wellsworth Station. He was doing his favourite job, pulling the mail train. The mail for Wellsworth was being unloaded. But Percy was daydreaming as Henry whistled from the other platform. Percy mistook a man waving a green handkerchief for the guard waving his flag. And Percy set off too soon.
Stop! You're not unloaded yet!
Percy had to wait while all the letters were recovered.
Oh, Percy, that's bad luck.
That's not bad luck, is it, Ben? Quite right, Bill. That's carelessness.
Oh, now I'm running late.
Percy was hurrying to make up for lost time when he spotted something on the line.
Oh no! Hop hints up the line.
What a mess! And my wheels are all gummed up and sticky.
Poor Percy would have to wait until the mess was cleared up. He wasn't having a good day.
Oh, Percy, what happened?
Oh, hero. I've been running into trouble all day.
Don't worry. You're just having an unlucky day.
Percy remembered what Thomas had said to him earlier.
Oh, Percy, that's bad luck. Bad luck. Bad luck.
Percy wondered if maybe he was an unlucky engine. At Marin Station, the Fat Controller had some strong words for Bill and Ben.
Your careless work this morning has caused confusion and delay. To make sure no more crates fall off your trucks, one of you is going to have to push from the back.
You can be the back engine, Ben. It was your careless driving that caused the crates to bounce off. What? No way! I'm not going at the back. Okay.
At last, Percy arrived at Ulstead Castle to deliver the mail. He mentioned his bad luck to Stephen.
Bad luck? You've still got your 4 wheels and a full set of pistons. You should count yourself a very lucky engine.
I know, but today I...
You know, a lot of engines used to worry about being unlucky. Some would carry a lucky charm to bring them good luck. I still have my lucky horseshoe.
I could do with some good luck today.
I tell you what, why don't I give you my lucky horseshoe?
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. I'm sure from now on, I'm going to be super lucky.
That's right, Percy. It's bound to make all the difference.
Percy's wheels were still sticky from hitting the pumpkins earlier. This made him jump suddenly as he started out of the station. He didn't notice the horseshoe rattle loose.
Percy! Hey, Percy! Oh, dear.
The next day, Percy was on time when he went to collect and deliver the mail. And he didn't have any accidents. In fact, Percy was having such a lucky day that the Fat Controller entrusted him with a really important special.
Now then, Percy, I would like you to take this gift from me to the Duchess of Boxford.
No problem, sir.
As Percy chugged proudly up to the summer house, he put all his good luck down to his lucky charm. Later that day, things were still going well for Percy, but not so well for Bill and Ben.
This is all your fault, Ben. No, it's your fault, Bill. You were pushing too hard from the back. No, you were pulling too fast from the front.
Percy felt even luckier when he saw Bill and Ben. He wanted to help.
Bill, why don't you try and pull Ben back to safety?
I tried that, Percy, but Ben is too heavy. I'm not heavy. Yes, you are. You weigh tons.
Maybe I can pull Ben back.
Are you sure you can do it?
Oh, yes. I've got a lucky horseshoe.
A lucky horseshoe? Where?
It's right. Ah! It's gone. Oh no. I'm so unlucky. I've even lost my lucky charm. Oh no.
Hey, what about me?
Sorry, Ben. I can't help you now.
It's no good, Ben. I'll have to try again on my own. Whoa! Help, Bill! I'm trying! I can't hang on much longer!
Lucky charm or no lucky charm? Bill and Ben need my help.
So Percy was coupled up to Ben, and he started to pull. Then the Fat Controller arrived, just in time to see little Percy pull Ben to safety.
Hooray!
Phew!
Thanks, Percy. Yes, thanks, Percy.
The Fat Controller was very impressed.
Well done, Percy. Well done. You are a really useful engine.
Thank you, sir.
Then Percy remembered something.
Goodbye.
Now then, you two, who is going to tell me what happened this time?
It was your fault, Bill. You tell him. You're the one who came off the rails. You tell him. You pushed me.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. You did. I didn't.
Percy arrived at the Ulfstead Castle grounds. He had to tell Stephen that he'd lost his lucky horseshoe.
Your horseshoe brought me luck, Stephen. It was a really lucky charm. But then, I'm so sorry. I lost it.
But Percy, it's here. When you left, you dropped it. You never had it with you in the first place.
So, all the good luck I had earlier, delivering the mail and getting the special...
That was your own luck. It happens. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
You know, Stephen, I don't think I believe in lucky charms anymore.
Well, I don't really believe in lucky charms either. I was just trying to cheer you up.
Thank you, Stephen. It worked.
Well, that was lucky then.
Percy realized that he didn't need a lucky charm to do his job. He just had to work hard and believe that he could be a really useful engine.
Sir Topham Hatt's engines are proud of how useful they are. It makes them feel important, but none of them feels more important than Gordon. Watch out, Gordon wheezed. You'll get my paint all sooty. Pulling freight cars is a sooty job, teased Salty, but then you wouldn't know. Of course not, Gordon huffed importantly. Express engines don't pull freight cars. It wouldn't be dignified. Dinghy-fried? Puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means that someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Pa, said Gordon, and he puffed away. That evening, fog covered the island of Sodor. Everything slowed down, and soon the docks were packed with waiting freight cars. This caused confusion and delay. Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. He was in a great hurry. Henry, Thomas, and Percy, he said, you must go to the docks immediately. Yes, sir, they whistled. Then Sir Topham Hatt turned to the big blue engine. You too, Gordon, he said. I need a big engine to take the freight cars where they won't be in the way. Freight cars, huffed Gordon. He could not believe what he had heard. Gordon wasn't happy to be pulling freight cars. He waited impatiently while they were shunted into place. Hurry up, chuffed Gordon crossly. Why the rush, Gordon? Asked Thomas. If I must pull freight cars, then I'll show Salty how an express engine pulls freight cars, Gordon huffed. Careful, Captain, Salty tooted. You don't want to get too big for your buffers. But Gordon ignored Salty. The next morning, Gordon raced along with his heavy load. Now this is how you pull freight cars, he puffed. But the signalman had accidentally left the points switched to the branch line. Gordon rattled through the junction. That's strange. I'm on the branch line. Oh no, the signalman cried. Express trains aren't supposed to go that way. It was too late. Gordon had already raced into the distance. The old branch line was weak and rusty. There were signs warning all the trains to go slow. But Gordon ignored the signs. I'm an express engine. I don't go slow, he said. He went even faster. The branch line couldn't take his weight, and the rails buckled. Oh, help! Gordon cried as he slid off the tracks and into a field. No one was hurt, but poor Gordon felt very undignified. What will Sir Topham Hatt say? He groaned. He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said Sir Topham Hatt, you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore go-slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon, and he let out a sad wheesh of steam. Gordon was soon repaired and back at the docks ready for work, but he was very unhappy with himself. Everyone makes mistakes, said Thomas. Even you. Salty's sorry he teased you, puffed James. And I'm sorry I was too big for my buffers, chuffed Gordon. And all the engines gave a jolly toot. Even Gordon.
Fastest red engine on Sodor. James is a really splendid red engine who loves to go fast. Sometimes a little too fast.
Toby. Come on, Napford. Here, James. Oh. Hey, Emily.
Hello, James.
Oh, mind your speed, James, and stop showing off.
Huh.
He's right, James. Stopping sharply like that is bad for your brakes.
I can't help being fast, Emily.
Don't forget that time your wooden brake blocks caught fire.
Yes, I remember all that. But I got rid of my wooden brake blocks, and I was painted red. So good things came out of that accident, and I don't have brake problems anymore.
You might have problems again if you carry on like this.
I have to brake sharply sometimes, Emily. I'm the fastest red engine on Sodor.
Fastest red engine on Sodor, are you? What about Rosie?
Huh! Rosie's not fast, and she's not red either. She's more of a movie lilac.
She's red now. I just saw her today.
Rosie is red? Red? Like me red, James red, splendid red? Are you teasing me? Thomas? Cars? Why do I have to pull cars? I'm too splendid for cars.
Too splendid.
That That's what you think.
You can't pull coaches all the time. You troublesome trucks are lucky to be pulled by me.
James wasn't having a very good day. And then he saw...
Rosie?
Oh,
What an awful noise!
Why do we have to be called by your squeaky wheels? Hello, James.
You really are red.
Yes, I've been repainted. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think you're trying to look like me.
No.
Not so red now, squeaky wheels.
Squeaky wheels. Why are they calling you that?
No reason, just ignore them. Where are you off to then?
I'm taking my cars to Crovan's Gate.
I'm going to Crovan's Gate too. Want a race? Just to see which of us is the fastest red engine.
Okay, that sounds fun.
1, 2, 3, go!
James!
Come on! Sorry, Henry.
There's clearly something wrong with your brakes, James. You barely managed to stop. You don't think you should be racing?
Maybe we should drive.
Good idea.
Oh, you're just worried I'll win and prove I'm the fastest red engine on Sodor.
I don't care about that. You need to go to the steamworks and find out why your brakes aren't working properly. I'll deliver your cars while you're having your brakes checked.
Fine.
When James stopped at the next signal, his brakes didn't make the horrid noise they had before.
Huh? He didn't make a noise that time. It wasn't my brakes after all. It was the Troublesome Trucks pushing me like they always do.
James was so convinced that there was nothing wrong with his brakes, he didn't even bother having them checked.
Bye!
Heaven! Yes, boss?
Are you looking brake fluid?
Of course not, boss. I check regularly.
Then what is that?
What is what? It is me! No!
James did have a problem. And without enough fluid, his brakes couldn't work. But he hadn't heard that horrible noise since he gave Rosie his Chucklesome Trucks. And soon, James forgot all about being careful. And then there was trouble.
Oh, no! I can't stop!
James!
Rosie! Help!
James?
I think so. How's my paint looking? I'm really in trouble now.
You can say that again, James. I've told you many times about showing off and rushing about. And now, you ruined the shed.
Well, sir, James has had problems with his brakes all day. He was trying to be careful. He even went to the Steamworks to have them fixed. You did go to the Steamworks, didn't you, James?
I did go, but I thought the problem had stopped, so I didn't wait to get fixed.
Oh, honestly, James, it would have been better to fix your brakes when you had a small problem before it turned into a much bigger one.
I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, Rosie. I should have known another red engine would give good advice.
At least you proved one thing today, James. For a while there. You really were the fastest red engine on Sodor.
Henry in the dark. It was another busy day at the Sodor Steamworks. Apart from all the repairs, there were lots of things that needed to be painted. Not just engines and trucks, but signs and signals too. Some signs are painted in a special luminous paint that glows in the dark, so that engines can see them when they work at night. One day, Henry was coming to the Steamworks to be repainted. He was very excited.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, Henry. As you can see, we are very busy today. But if you could just wait here, I'll get Kevin to fetch your new paint. Kevin!
I ordered these new boiler tubes. What's happened to the sniffing valves?
Kevin, stop rushing. Please go and get Henry's new paint.
New paint. Right. I'm on it, boss.
That's our Kevin.
There you go, Henry. Now, where on earth are those sniffing valves? Thanks, everyone.
When the job was done, Henry left the Steamworks, very happy and very green. But as the sun went down and it began to get dark, something strange began to happen. Henry started to glow. He didn't know it, but Kevin had brought him the wrong paint. The paint that glows in the dark. Thomas was just finishing his last job of the day when he saw Henry.
What's that? A ghost!
That's strange. I'm sure I saw Thomas.
Oh, Gordon! I just saw a ghost train!
Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as a ghost train. But even if there was, I wouldn't be afraid of it. There's James. What? Where's he go? I don't understand. Nonsense, James! There's no such thing as a ghost train! Silly little engines. Fancy being frightened of a...
It was horrible. All ghostly and glowing.
Did you see the ghost train, Gordon?
I did see it, Percy, but I'm not scared of a silly ghost train.
But it wasn't just the engines who were scared of the ghost train.
Oh,
Cranky, what's wrong? Why is everyone running away from me?
Henry? Saucy Walter! It's only Henry!
Henry? Why are you glowing? All lit up like a lighthouse.
I don't know what any of you are talking about.
Wait there, and I'll show you.
Oh, wow. I must have been painted with the wrong paint. That's why everyone was running away from me. They must have thought I was a ghost train.
Henry was still chuckling to himself as he got ready to pull a flying kicker. By the time Henry arrived back at Titmutt's sheds, it wasn't dark anymore, so his paint wasn't glowing.
I didn't get a wink of sleep last night thinking about that ghost train. Not a wink.
Good morning, everyone. I have something funny to tell you all.
That ghost train must be the scariest thing I've ever seen.
You must have seen it, Henry. You've been out all night.
Well, the thing is...
Is it really terrifying, Henry? James says it has a ghastly glow and a horrible wailing whistle.
Yes, well, actually...
I bet Henry was shaking in his smoke box.
We all know what a scaredy engine you are, Henry.
Once an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain.
I'm not scared of that ghost train. And yes, I have seen it, but it didn't frighten me at all.
What did you want to tell us, Henry?
It doesn't matter.
The next evening, all the engines made sure they were back in the sheds before it got dark. Nobody wanted to go out while the ghost train was about.
I'm not going out tonight. You'll have to take the mail train, Thomas.
Me? I'm not doing it. How about Edward? I'm not setting one wheel out there in the dark.
What's wrong with you all? Somebody has to deliver the mail. Gordon! No, I'm not actually frightened, sir. It's just I'm having trouble with my boiler. Otherwise, I'd be happy to help. Well, if Henry is out there pulling the flying kicker, surely one of you can take the mail train.
Henry? Out there all alone? With that terrifying ghost train?
He's so brave.
You silly engines! I'm telling you all for the last time, there is no such thing as a ghost train. Ah!
Only me.
Henry? You mean you're the ghost train? Why didn't you tell us?
I tried to, but you all laughed at me and said I was a scaredy engine.
It's not fair. We all got told off by the Fat Controller because of you.
Where is the Fat Controller?
Oh. Well, it's perfectly obvious what's happened, isn't it? Is it? Of course. Henry must have been painted with the wrong kind of paint. You'll need to return to the steamworks first thing in the morning and get yourself repainted with some proper green paint.
Yes, sir. I shall, sir.
However, since you were the only engine working tonight, you'll receive a glowing report. Thank you, sir.
One day, Edward was talking to Trevor when Douglas steamed by. He was pulling a train of heavy coal trucks. "Come on, Edward. Stop gossiping in the sun when there's work to be done." Later, Edward spoke to Douglas. "Trevor and I are old friends, and you and he have a lot in common too." "Och, aye," quizzed Douglas. "And what'd that be?" "Scrap," said Edward quietly. Douglas gasped. "Don't mention that word. It makes my wheels wobble." "It does the same to Trevor," replied Edward. "He was being sent to the scrapyard, but the vicar and I saved him. And now he's really useful again. Even so, the Fat Controller certainly does need another steam engine here." "Aye, and quickly," sighed Douglas. That night, Douglas was still working. He had taken the midnight goods train to a station at a faraway part of the island where only the diesels work. He was just shunting, ready for his return journey, when... "That sounds like a steam engine," he thought. The hiss came again. "Who's there?" asked Douglas. A whisper came. "Are you a Fat Controller's engine?" "I intruded." "Thank goodness. I'm Oliver, and I'm with my brake van towed. We've run out of coal and have no more steam." "But what are you doing?" "Escaping." "From what?" "Scrap." Douglas shivered. Then he remembered Edward's story about saving Trevor. "I'll be glad to help you," he said. "It'll have to look as if you're ready for scrap, and I'm taking you away." The drivers and firemen agreed to help too. Everyone worked fast. "No time to turn around," answered Douglas. "I'll run tender first. Come on." But before they could clear the station, they were stopped. "Aha!" exclaimed the foreman. "A Great Western engine and a brake van too. You can't take these." "Ah, but they're all for us," said Douglas's driver. "See for yourself." The foreman looked all over Oliver. "Seems in order." "Right, away, guard." "That was a neat thing," thought Douglas. "We've had worse," smiled Oliver, and they forged ahead. It was daylight when their journey ended. "We're home," cried Douglas. "Shh," said his driver. "There are the works. We'll find a place for Oliver." Oliver said goodbye and thank you, and Douglas puffed away. The next day, Douglas told the other engines all about Oliver. "The Fat Controller will have to know," said James. "Douglas should tell him at once," added Gordon. "Well, here he is," said a voice. "Now what's this all about?" "Beg pardon, sir, but we do need another engine." "Yes, sir," ventured Gordon. "A steam engine, sir." "I'm afraid that unless one is saved from scrap, there's little hope." "But, sir," burst out Douglas, "one has." "Yes, indeed, and thanks to you, Douglas, he is now at our works. Oliver is just what we need for Duck's branch line." Everyone cheered. Now Oliver and Toad are mended and painted in full Great Western colours. Duck and Oliver are happy on their branch line. The others laughed at first and called it the Little Western. Duck and Oliver were delighted, and so the Little Western it will always be.
Henry gets the express. Early one morning, all the engines were leaving Tidmouth sheds to start work on the railway. All, that is, except Gordon.
Hurry up, lazy bones, or you'll be late to pull the express.
I'm not ready, Thomas. You'll just have to tell the Fat Controller. My firebox needs cleaning.
Your firebox? Why didn't you have it cleaned out last night?
No, I was too tired.
Well, don't be surprised if the Fat Controller asks somebody else to pull the express today.
Ha! Nonsense! Who would he ask?
Henry's pulled it before.
Well, he'd hardly manage it now. No offense, Henry, but it's very difficult. You have to know all the stops, keep control at high speed. It isn't a job just any old engine can do.
Ignore him, Henry. Gordon just likes to think he's special. Good morning, sir. Gordon asked me to tell you that he's going to be late because he's having his firebox cleaned out.
His firebox? Now?
I know, sir. I did say you might need someone else to take the express. I thought of Henry, but Gordon doesn't think he can do it.
Of course Henry can take the express. Splendid idea, Thomas.
Do you really think I should, sir?
Definitely, Henry. And it'll teach Gordon a lesson too.
So Henry set off with the express. At first he was a little nervous, but he soon began to enjoy himself.
Express coming through! Gordon, it is extremely important that the express runs on time. People depend upon it. Since you were too busy this morning, I asked Henry to do your job.
Here you are, Gordon.
Trucks? But I don't understand, sir. Oh, now you must do Henry's job, Gordon. Oh.
Thank you, Henry. Very comfortable journey.
It's my pleasure.
You're much more friendly than Gordon. I wish you could pull the express every day. Gordon was not having anywhere near as much fun as Henry.
A goods train! A goods train! Oh, the shame!
Ahoy there, Gordon! What are you doing here?
Henry is pulling the express today, so I'm stuck doing his jobs.
Never mind, Gordon. You're so big and strong, I expect you'll do Henry's work in half the time.
Well, I do mind. I was never meant to work like this. It's beneath me.
Then you're gonna love this.
Filthy coal trucks!
Sorry.
Oh, indignity! Oh, express coming through! But that's my line!
Hi, Gordon. Bye, Gordon.
Shouldn't I go back to pulling the express now, sir? Oh, no. I need you to go to the Blue Mountain Quarry. Oh.
That isn't Gordon, is it?
Look out there! Express! I mean, engine coming through.
Hello there, Gordon. Is your day going well?
As well as any day hauling coal and stone can, really. And I'll have none of your nonsense. Thank you very much.
We'll give him nonsense.
So they gave him nonsense and let their brakes slip on.
That's so useful. That's so useful.
Oh, do be quiet.
We'll give you quiet.
And then they let their brakes slip off again.
No! Oh. Uncouple me at once. I'm going back to my shed.
I only asked how his day was going. At the end of the day, Henry came back to Tidmouth Sheds and found Gordon already waiting there.
Hello, Gordon. I enjoyed taking the express today, but tomorrow I'll be happy to go back to doing the jobs I usually do.
I should never have been sent to work pulling goods trains.
I think you'll find it's my decision which jobs you do, Gordon. You didn't even finish your jobs today. You must learn to do the jobs you're asked to do. And tonight, I'm asking you to pull the flying kipper.
I will not pull a smelly fish train.
Very well, but if you don't do it, perhaps Henry will keep the job of pulling the express forever.
No! This is all your fault, Henry.
But I only took the express because the Fat Controller told me to. All you have to do is take the flying kipper. But then, I guess the flying kipper's not really such an easy job. Most engines just aren't up to it. You probably wouldn't manage.
You're right, Henry. James found the flying kipper very difficult when he pulled it.
I did not. It was just smelly.
I think you'll find I'm much bigger and stronger than James.
Even so, I'm not sure.
Nonsense! No job's too hard for me. I can certainly pull a smelly old fish wagon. I'll show you.
Gordon was determined to prove Henry wrong. But by the time he came back from pulling the flying kipper, it was already morning.
There, you see, I did it. I delivered all the stinky fish, and I didn't find it difficult at all.
Oh, good. You finally done as you were told, Gordon. I must say, Henry did so well pulling the express. He'd be a great permanent replacement for Gordon. But you can go back to pulling it, Gordon.
No, sir. Thank you, sir. I can start straight away.
You do smell a bit fishy, Gordon. Maybe you should think about getting a wash down first.
Stinky Express coming through.
Dignity.